We'll have just a moment. Just let's do an opening process to refresh, and then we'll have a couple minutes for a couple questions, and then we'll move into a demonstration, okay? So friends, do you remember how this morning there was a lesson in precision for me, right? I got a lesson, I received a lesson in precision. Precision counts. People think that the time, I've heard it called time obsession, is something that is weird, and I have heard it attributed to my CPA past. And I was always an accurate person. I have always strived for accuracy, let me put it that way. They say, technically that's incorrect. You are not always an accurate person, but you've always strived for accuracy. And what we strive for is precision. Precision counts because what is apparently a subtle difference in thinking can make all the difference in the world. For example, just very quickly, this topic of grounding. Grounding, we use that word, and what tends to happen with people's intuitive channels when they think about grounding is they go down. I've noticed this. People in metaphysical circles have this weird thing with their energy body. It's like, what's with that? Finally, I understood. People tell them, you're ungrounded, which is true. And what they do is point their intuitive channels down, opposite of the desired effect. What we need to do is stand on a volcano and draw the upward rising earth energy up. And it's not, we don't need to work. Stand on the volcano and open up. So the difference between grounding and upward rising earth energy makes all the difference in the world in the energy body. Does that make sense? So precision counts. Precision counts. Now, we didn't do the opening process. Shame, shame. Let's align our hearts with universal presence and our future chakras with universal presence. Shall we do it with the future chakra just to clear it out once more? Okay. Align our future chakras with universal presence and start to draw light and love from source straight into the front of the future chakra, filling it so full of love. It bulges and expands and exhales out the back in a river of love. Now there's a river of love flowing through us and around us, front to back, flowing through us and through our lives, letting those future chakras expand now, bigger, bigger. Bigger, bigger, from this one side of the room to the other is quite normal, quite normal. I know. I saw somebody's eyebrows go up. It's quite normal. Letting it move front to back, through us and around us, through us and through our lives. Equally deep above and below as it is side to side. We're rounded. There we go. Draw the focus out now, out the back of the future chakra, connecting to that element of divine presence. We're most personally comfortable with Christ consciousness, Buddha nature. It doesn't matter. Invited in by feel, by pitch, drawing it into the back once again. Allowing the future chakra to bulge, expand, and exhale out the front. And now this river of love is flowing in the back and out the front, through us, around us, through us and through our lives, letting the river flow. Back to front, swishing back to front and front to back, through this future chakra, clearing, cleansing, spinning the vortex, pulsing it, taking away everything that's being released the moment it's being released. And now draw the focus down to the feet and through the feet into the center of the planet, beginning to draw up divine planetary energy through us and around us, standing on that volcano, upward rising rivers of love, engaging in this eternal process of straightening the energy body. There's always more we can do, drawing the channels up, 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 up to the guides, up to source, higher, 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 higher power. There we go. Could you feel that click into place? Isn't that awesome? Now, drawing the focus to the crown and through the crown, connecting into source above, the rainbow of healing frequencies, drawing in all the healing frequencies we currently have access to, have ever had access to, and will ever have access to, drawing these through us and around us in a downward flow of love. Through us and through our lives, swishing the rivers of love and healing and joy and fulfillment, top to bottom and bottom to top, creating turbulence, clearing, cleansing, even spinning our energy bodies like the top. Drawing the focus to the intersection of future chakra and vertical channels, letting it build a critical mass of love. And boy, as if on demand, people cough. There we go, right on cue. Expanding into a bubble, safe, sacred, private, healing, learning, growing space. Noticing the outside of the bubble, strong, light, bright, resilient, crackling with light, with love, with electricity. It's huge. Only beings that we invite in can join us. This is private, sacred, healing, learning, growing space. Asking for our guides, angels, healing beings to join us. We're asking for permission to do this work this weekend. Guidance, support, protection in the process. Noticing that vortex, I know, pulsing around us, taking away everything that's being released the moment it's being released, leaving us continually in sacred space. Noticing the living waters flowing right down the center. Oh, pure essence of divine love, unconditional love, always here for all of us. So be it. So be it. So be it. So be it. There's so much grace. There's so much love. It's here for all of us. I know why they're bringing that up. Carol, do you mind if I say right at lunch? Is it okay? At lunch, Carol was telling me how before the class she was feeling like she didn't want to come because she couldn't do this. So who's had that thought? I can't do this. Did you see the hands?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
It's how we feel, you see? It's okay. It's okay. There's so much grace. We can't do it. As it turns out, we can't. But we do our best. And some element of the divine supplies the rest. And divine mind can do anything. Anything. Everything is possible. There was a question.
When you were talking about soul contracts earlier this morning, and you were talking about releasing people from their soul contracts, we didn't need to know who we were releasing. That wasn't really important. Some may know, some may not.
The question is, in the exercise this morning, we were doing an exercise on letting ourselves off the hook, letting other people off the hook, and also aligning ourselves with what still needs to be done. And so Joanne's question is, why didn't we look at the details of that? Well, fundamentally, that's the question that many people have, or will have when they go home and think about it. Does that make sense? Why didn't we do that? The reason is, awesome! Because it's hard to get clarity for ourselves. Woo! Awesome. You know how Donna underlined that for us right there. It's brutally hard. It is nothing is impossible. So it is possible, but that is the most difficult thing you'll ever try to do, is to work with your own soul contract. Take it as a working theory. It's not going to go very accurately because our minds are too involved. We get crazy about ourselves. We don't want to give the steering wheel of our lives up to the guides. We clutch it white-knuckled and pull a Teddy Kennedy, is what they say. She's like, whoop, right off the bridge. No disrespect to Teddy Kennedy. And I'm not trying to be mean, and that was a tragedy, and I'm not saying anything about all of that. You know, they're laughing all the time. They're not mean. They're loving, and the point is, we think we're doing the right thing, and we're clutching onto the steering wheel. If we knew, we wouldn't be in the mess we're in. Got to give the steering wheel to the guides. And it's so, so, so hard to do that for ourselves. So that's why we didn't do it in the morning exercise, but in this afternoon's exercise where we're working with someone else, it's not just our grace that's involved, it's their grace too. And their guides will hold their nose and work through the stinky garden hose because this is their chance. Does that make sense? This is their chance. And so it's our grace and the other person's grace. And that's when miracles happen. Does that make sense? This is why it's easier to work with other people than to work on ourselves. If we're sick and we're trying to heal ourselves, we can do it, but we're hitting up against the crazy mind all the time, all the time. Other people call it the ego self. There are lots of different words for that aspect of our being. It's that unhelpful voice, the unhelpful voice, that masquerades as guidance. It will say, this is guidance. Like we do. Like we do. And we're all doing it. Let's not pretend we're not. We're all doing it. It's okay. That's why we work with each other. Okay. Oh, wow, they said, look at the clock, and they're exactly right. So, friends, we're getting ready to do a demonstration of technically of whatever comes through, but the intention is life, path, soul contract work. I can't imagine it would be anything else. You see, if it were anything else, probably it's my crazy mind. See? Probably it's my crazy mind. So what we're going to do in this afternoon's practice, of course, is these techniques. And so this demonstration is going to be of what you're getting ready to practice. Nothing else would make any sense, right? In a normal session, we don't know that. You understand? In a normal session, the person has a symptom. We ask for whatever is needed in order to bring the person into alignment with their soul plan so that the symptom resolves, right? Then what comes, comes. That makes sense? So what I need is a volunteer. The ideal combination would be someone who feels stuck in life and has emotional or physical pain. So put your hands up and keep them up because I have to assess. Manuela. So you can lie down either way, and you can, and then just tell me what's up. Okay? You're okay with it. You understand that when you're the demo subject, all your stuff is here, exposed, and you're okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm supposed to give this to you to clip on your. Ooh, maybe one of the little strings or something.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, what do you think?
Perfect.
It's okay? Acceptable? We'll just stick with